क्या है?
No, I just told this up.
Tell me. No, tell me.
Like, I was telling you what that past, so I did something that.
Don't scare her.
Hi everyone. Let's go. Everyone, can you blow me and see? Okay, hi, can you hear me? Someone just needs to unmute themselves and tell me if you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Not able to connect my headphone class.
Curry report through. Forget curry part.
Okay. Can you guys hear me clearly now?
Yes, it's better now.
Okay, great. I'm also going to put on the mic so it's easier for you all. Put this on. Ashita, put this on. Is this clearer now? Is it louder?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, hi everyone and welcome to today's class. We are going to learn how to make healthy snacks. This is a very fun, come on. This is a very fun class. It's a very different class. I realized after very long that I haven't really taught healthy snacks for the longest time. Earlier, I used to do a lot of healthy appetizers, but now I don't know. I've just not taught it. So this is something that I go back to 2021 when I started doing classes. These classes of mine used to be the best. I will talk a little louder, sure. I also have a mic, so I'm quite loud, but I will try to be louder. Most of you have done a class with me before, so you all know how my classes work. But for those of you who are new, my classes are interactive, which means you can unmute yourself and ask me a question at any given point of time. That being said, try to keep your questions slightly reasonable, and at the same time, all the glossary we'll be sharing on the group once the class is done. Like with the recording, you'll get the glossary on the group. Something is... Just 1 second, let me just shut the video and start. What is this? Is not. I'm good. Just 1 second, I'm gonna flip this. Okay, I'm happy with this angle. Can you guys see my screen properly? Okay. Any questions before we begin?
During when you are sharing the recipes or when you are discussing the recipes, can you please share the Jain options along with it so
You'll
that
have to ask me specifically. It becomes easier that way, so I know what you are looking for. Because a lot of people don't eat carrots, lots don't eat certain things, so it becomes a bit hard for me to keep track. So ask me and I will help you definitely.
okay, thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the zucchini fritters. This is a very, very easy recipe. There's not much to do in this, and it makes for a great afternoon snack. And at the same time, it's also a very good appetizer or a starter. You can pre-make this. You You can pre-make this. I will tell you how you can reheat it. Before I begin, I'm starting with something called a flax egg. This is flax seeds that have been powdered. So I'm just going to take about 1 tablespoon plus 3 tablespoons water, 1 tablespoon flaxseed powder plus 3 tablespoon flaxseed. Okay, wait. 1 tablespoon flaxseed powder plus 3 tablespoons water makes 1 flax egg. So this flax egg, it really won't have a strong taste. What it will do is it will help bind everything together. So that's what it will do. I've added a little more water. I'll just set it aside for 4-5 minutes and it will thicken. If not, I'll just add in about half a teaspoon more of the flaxseed.
Do the
Okay.
flax seeds have to be roasted before they are powdered?
Even if they're not roasted, it doesn't matter.
Okay, thanks.
It has to be very fine grinded, the flaxseed powder.
It doesn't really matter. If it's not very fine also, it's not that big a deal. Because you're going to just use it as a binder. Okay, so for the zucchini, what you want to do is once it's done, you put it in a strainer or anything and just put a bit of salt and then squeeze it out. It's squeezed. We've squeezed it out. You'll see I'm unable. Oh, you can't see. You know, my angle is not what I'm comfortable with. Just give me 1 minute. I'm going to change the angle again. Just give me a minute, guys. because I usually can see what I'm doing, but my tripod's gone a bit wonky, so I'm not understanding how now I got it. Okay, I think this is a good angle because you can see more of the bench I'm working on. Can you all see clearly?
Yes.
Okay, great. Can you just move this a little? I don't know what's happening. No. Okay. So once we've done this, what you want to do is you want to add in a little bit of whole wheat flour. You want to add in a little bit of breadcrumbs or oats flour. You could use either. So we're adding in about 2 tablespoons of the whole wheat flour. We're going to add in about 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. This is just homemade breadcrumbs, and I have extra bread. The sides, this is what I end up doing. You can also add oats if you prefer that. I'm going to add in the flax egg, which you can see has really nicely thickened up pretty fast. Okay. After this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in basil, parsley, a little bit of mixed herbs and chili flakes. I'm also gonna add in salt. And I'm gonna add in some chili flakes. What is chili flakes? Sneha chili flakes चाहिए. Okay, got it. Okay, once this is done, I'm just gonna give it a good mix. I'm also then, if you want, you can add in feta. What the feta cheese essentially does is it just gives it a little bit of a salty kick. Plus, at the same time, it helps melt, like it melts really well inside. So, if you're a fan of feta, I would say add it because I personally love feta, so I would always add it. I'm also going to use my hands because I feel like that's the best way to mix this really well. And you can see because I have really soaked out my zucchini, this has become so nice, and it's like it's just zucchini. It's literally water-based zucchini, which is so well also what I would suggest is don't mix it like too much. Let it have a little bit of like that uneven patty type of a thing. You don't want it to get too mushy and make it like a proper cutlet. Like when I made this for my daughter when she was much younger, I really mixed it up because she couldn't really eat much. But for me, I like the texture. You want the texture to be part of what you're eating. I need a plate to keep these. Huh? Yeah, we can. So this, I like them a little unevenly shaped, but you could also make them like proper rounds. It's up to you. Any questions regarding this? If you don't want to use a flax egg, you can add in eggs. 1 to 2 eggs just cracked open would work. If you don't eat eggs and you don't want to use a egg, I would say use a little paneer. That would also help you bind it. If you don't want to use paneer, you could also use tofu. All of this would help get a proper nice flavor for your fritters. You don't want the fritters to be too heavy because this is something which is like a snack or like a starter. So you want to keep it at that level. Any questions? Okay, I'm glad there are no questions. I thought you guys would have questions, but I'm glad you all have understood what I'm saying. One more. Okay. Huh? Yeah. Okay. So while it's happening, you don't want it to be too brown, but at the same time, you don't want it to be too underdone too. So this one is perfect for me. So I'm gonna take it off. We'll stack it now. And the cheese will melt and it's like it's a very nice, beautiful flavor. Any questions? Okay. So for the yogurt dip, what we are gonna do is we are gonna take ankur. We are going to take a bit of parsley, mint leaves, dill, garlic, salt, and lemon juice. I've already added most of it to the bowl. I'm just going to add in my hung curd and then give it a good mix. मुझे whisk दो ना इसमें whisk चाहिए
I will have to switch it.
That bone, this is very okay. So I've just given this a good whisk. Hashita, what I'm going to just do is I'm going to put this as a base and then stack these glue fritters on top. Do you guys want to see me setting it up, or do you want to see the final photo? You can, of course, not do this, but because I'm pleating it and it's nice and it's summery, so I just thought. Any questions? Okay, so for this, in Jain, I would just recommend to skip the garlic in the yogurt, and instead of that, you can add in a little bit of celery to give it more flavor. And in the main thing is completely Jain, so you should be okay. The fritter. Any questions? Okay, so we'll move on to the next recipe. Which is the pesto paneer bites. Before I begin, I wanted to ask you guys, have you all just one second. Sorry, just one second. Okay, we'll move on to the next recipe, which is the pesto paneer, and also do a little bit more meddling with my tripod because I'm not happy with my angle. Okay, so for the pesto, what you need to do is you need to take, it's just really simple. All you need to do is...
No, it's still not coming. Picture.
You all can hear me? Can you all not hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, okay. So in the blender, you wanna add in basil, you wanna add in walnuts or pine nuts, you wanna add in garlic, a little bit of olive oil, Parmesan cheese, lemon juice, and salt. And we'll just blend it very coarse. Try to keep it coarse and not very fine. Okay. Garlic needs to be put. Where? Put the whole garlic on here. Hello. Can you WhatsApp me? I'm in the middle of a class. I cannot help you right now. Okay, so WhatsApp me, I'll help you. Okay, I've added lemon juice. I'm gonna add in a bit of Parmesan cheese. A little bit of salt. And a bit of lemon juice. Okay, and now we're just gonna blend it till it's coarse. I'll just add in the olive oil here. Any questions regarding this?
Hi, how do you avoid the basil generally turns black. My pesto generally turns black. There's
Add in a little bit of an ice cube. That really helps in the oxidization.
Are you using Kraft Parmesan cheese?
No, I'm using Kodai.
Okay, okay,
I'm using the fresh one.
okay, okay.
Okay, this is my paneer. I'm just going to show you all how big the pieces should be. So I want it to be like a starter, right? So I'm keeping the pieces slightly on the bigger side. Okay. Any more questions? You can take the entire piece. Not in this recipe. Okay, in my pesto, I'm just gonna add in some chili flakes. This is just because I want to give it a little bit more flavor. You can also add in a little green chili. You can add in more lemon juice and salt. And I'm gonna put my paneer pieces and let it marinate. Hello. Huh. Just put this in. No need for stairs for this. Can you guys follow what we're doing? We're just marinating it lightly. Eight 512. 8 minutes. Sorry, we just right now we're just dealing with these delivery people is getting a bit hard. Okay, guys, now that my pesto you have given added to it. I'll just heat it and I'll quickly start marinating each piece of the pesto on it.
Come in. Pappu. Pappu. So the two sides. Is southeast. Ah. पीछे
Hi guys, can you all hear me? Sorry, I had to just step out for a second. So once you add in the pesto, what you could do is you could grill it for a longer time, or you could just keep it for a few minutes and keep it a bit soft. It's up to you. We try to do it a little bit more because that will just help more with the flavor. Any questions? Let me take a flat plate. I've seen my camera set up. Can everyone follow what I'm saying? And can everyone hear me? If someone can just unmute and tell me, because I'm just finding it a little hard to understand if you all can hear me or not.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, any questions as to the first two recipes, the pesto paneer and this one?
No, no.
Okay, we'll move on to the next recipe, which is our stuffed avocado. So this one I actually made as a full complete accident once. And it turned out like one of the things when I want a light but yum thing to eat, I end up leaning towards this. but of course, I want it to be healthy. So there are two ways to do this. And even for the pesto, I wanted to mention that if you want, I'm sorry, I'm digressing, but in case for the pesto, if you want to give it a creamier thing, you can always add in a bit of honey curd or cream. I personally don't think it's needed. I feel like the coarseness of the pesto with the paneer tastes really good, and you don't need more to it. That's my thinking, but in case you feel more, then you can always add in cream or paneer. Any questions on that, you can always ask me. Now for the stuffed avocado, the way we can work on it is two. One is you add in the quinoa, you add in the onions, tomatoes, everything to it, and it's like a salad. The second way we do it is that you add, you cook everything. So when you're cooking it, it becomes like a little bit more hearty, and it does go well the with this for sure, with the avocado, but it also becomes heavier. So I would say if you want to cook it, it will become like a light dinner. This is like a salad, it's more fun. So that's how my thinking works when I make this. Any questions? Give me a bowl now so I can start. Today's class is really quiet, like, and coming from a very big cook with curry session, I'm feeling very like, okay, what am I doing wrong that no one's asking me a question? So if you do have a question, please ask me, don't feel shy. ठीक से पूछो. So we'll add in half cup quinoa. So you wanna add in only about half cup of quinoa. You don't want too much because it is going to get very messy. What I'm going to do is right now I'm going to make the entire salad, and we'll cut the avocado and slice it lengthwise only in the end of the class because I don't want my avocado to oxidize. So I've added onions, I'm adding tomatoes. I'm also going to add in peppers. Oh, garlic is okay. Green, red, and yellow peppers, some spring onions, some coriander, a little bit of cooked corn, little more, little bit of cooked corn, and kidney beans. Once that all of that we've added, I'll add in my seasonings. Sorry, I have a really bad tummy, which I don't know if you all have realized, which is I'm just literally sitting in place and making Harshita run around because I'm unable to even get up right now, but I don't want to obviously cancel or move class. So we will power through this.
Take care.
Thank you. I'm good. Don't worry. I just think I've eaten something wrong. Coriander, corn, and all the seasonings. And I didn't feel like this before class. So I'm like just before class, I postponed class because I suddenly started feeling weird. But it's all good. Little more.
मैम वो राजमा है कि बीन्स डाला है आपने?
राजमा बीन्स ही ना, किडनी बीन्स राजमा.
ओके ओके.
Okay, so one thing is that for such a salad to taste good, you need to season it really well. So for me, how do I end up seasoning it is by adding in like taco seasoning, by adding in a little bit of cayenne paprika or red chili powder, little bit of cumin powder or smoked paprika. That will give it like that full nice flavor that I can eat it raw also. Of course, with the avocado, it tastes great and it looks beautiful. So it's a very nice thing to make. I just added in my smoked paprika. Then I am going to add in a little bit of chili powder, a little bit of cumin powder, and some salt. I'm also gonna add in a lot of lemon juice because I feel like the lemon juice helps bind everything together. And of course, it will also go in the dressing, so we can just add in more to the dressing. That also works. So for the dressing, what we'll do is I'll quickly make the dressing here. Lemon juice, jalapeno, coriander. You could use fresh jalapenos. I didn't get my hands on any today, which is why I'm using the bottled ones. But otherwise, fresh works really well. I'm gonna add in some jalapenos. I'm gonna add in some coriander. I'm gonna add in a bit of maple syrup.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Okay, so I added lemon juice. I'm gonna add in coriander. I'm going to add in a little bit of maple syrup, garlic, and chili powder. Can you do me olive oil? I'm also gonna add in my salt to this. This. I'm adding my jalapenos directly to this. I'm gonna pour in the rest of my dressing and just give it a really good mix. I have put this in the fridge to chill till we plate it up till the absolute end. Any questions? Put in the fridge because it's too hot outside. Okay. So we're gonna move on to the next recipe. If anyone has any questions right now, please ask. And otherwise, I'll just take a 2-minute break and we'll start on the next recipe.
No, so in the dressing you added olive oil at the end.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
We first do the noodles part, and then this, and I need a cutting board to like this, or a plate to build everything on. I'm getting very sick. Toasted. sesame paste which I have. Yeah, that is some bottles in. Fishy sesame. So somebody just wrote on the group avocado. Yes, we will scoop this entire thing in avocado, but I'm gonna do it towards the end because I don't want it to oxidize. I am speaking really loud. Should I go louder or y'all can hear me okay now? Okay. So now we are just gonna make the rice paper rolls with noodles inside. So this is like a spicy noodle inside the rice paper rolls and then pan cook. It seems really hard and fancy, but it's absolutely very easy
Your voice is not audible actually.
for everybody. Can no one hear me?
Yeah, this part even I couldn't hear. What did you say about this ingredient?
Okay, okay. So we are gonna be making rice paper rolls, and inside that, usually they're like very simple summer rolls, just fresh raw vegetables. Today we're gonna make it a bit fancier, where we're gonna put noodles inside, and the noodles are gonna be a bit spicy. We're gonna season it well and then fold it, and we're also going to pan cook our entire dumplings, like our rice paper rolls. We're gonna pan cook it because then it's like, the noodles, the vegetables, everything comes out really well together. Can you guys now hear me fine?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is these are my noodles. I'm gonna add in a little bit of gochujang. You can add in some toasted sesame paste. If you don't have that, you can add in some tahini. If you don't want to even add in tahini to this, you can just add in a little bit of peanut butter. If you don't want to even add in peanut butter, you can just keep it as simple as just chili sauce and some soy sauce. That also works well. I'm adding some sesame paste because I have it. If you don't have it, it's completely okay. I'm also gonna add in some chili sauce. You can add in a little bit of water. मुझे काटा बना. Just pour little water into this. काटा. नहीं वो नहीं, fork. And just give it a good mix. I'm gonna take the bowl closer to me to mix it well. And in the meanwhile, we'll quickly start making our rice paper. So for the tofu, what you can do is you can cook your tofu in a pan and make it crisp, or you can use it raw. Today, I'm just going to use it raw because I don't want to like make it too complicated. एक बड़ा प्लेट में मुझे पानी दो, बड़ा प्लेट इसमें डाल, हाँ उसमें पानी डाल के दे दो. Oh my God. You poach it. Okay, so I'm just gonna hydrate this a little bit. So I've just taken one to begin with. I'll finish this and then if needed, I will put another one. So for this, just make it really simple. I'm gonna keep my tofu pieces here. A few sticks of carrot. A few sticks of my Ishita, put the noodles. A little bit of the bean sprouts. And a bit of the cooked noodles on top. So now please pay attention on how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fold it this way. Try to keep it as tight as possible because that's going to help you when you're pan cooking it. So I've kept a little bit of air, but I'm going to try to keep lesser to no space when I do the next one. Any question? I'm going to use this to tighten my next sheet also, so that it's easier. Wait for 2 minutes because it's a bit hard. Do you guys want me to show you a few more? Or are you all okay with what I have showed you?
Show one more.
Please, a few more, one or two more, one more.
Okay, I'll show you one more. This product, everything else is nothing. Okay.
These rice papers are ready-mades, right?
Yeah, they're ready-made. I haven't attempted making this rice paper sheets at home. So mine is a bit broad. You can make it narrow, and we will be pan cooking this. And then you can cut it and also serve it. So it tastes really nice, and it also is healthy. It's not too much. We can do only three. Onion. Right. Any questions?
Single layer will be okay, the rice paper layer.
You can, but because I'm gonna pan cook it, I just feel like it's easier for a double layer so that it doesn't open up.
Okay.
Do you guys want me to do one more? I'll quickly show you guys one more.
The herb you're using is coriander.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm not using too much herbs because I use too many usually in the fresh ones, but in this I don't feel like I don't think it's needed to use so many. Ashi. Mango cocktail. Mango.
You are using alpha bean sprouts.
No, these are not alpha bean sprouts, these are mung bean sprouts.
Oh,
Alpha are very different, they're very thin, and they're
okay.
not bean sprouts.
Okay.
I'm using mung bean sprouts.
But these are these sprouts are ready-made, right?
Which?
These bean sprouts, mung sprouts are ready-made?
Yeah. You can grow them at home, but like my mom-in-law does it. I haven't still been able to learn it from her.
We do sprouts at home, but the sprouts doesn't grow this big. They start
Right. No,
dropping after.
there
Yeah.
is a full technique to this. One
Yeah.
day I'm going to get down to it and learn.
That glass jar which has come up for sprouting, I think so it's very good. You can have a longer
Yeah.
beans. I've been using it.
Okay, I'll try that.
It gives
I'll
a
try.
bigger, longer sprout.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Yeah, I've
I'll
started
try.
doing in earlier I used to do in a plastic thing, but now I've started doing in that glass jar. It's
Okay.
coming out really well.
Could you send me a picture so I can share with everybody, please?
Sure, next time I'll make them. I'll send in this group only.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Okay.
You put everything. Okay, so for the peanut sauce, we have the peanut butter, light soy sauce, rice vinegar, bird eye chili. This is mint. bird eye chili, lemon juice, ginger, garlic, and maple syrup. We put it all in the blender. We'll blend it till it's nice and smooth. And in the meanwhile, we will pan cook the rolls. Harshita will just show you all how to do this. I will be back in 2 minutes. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So we are done. Rishika, just show. We are done with our rice paper rolls. We're just going to slice them. Once it's a slightly more lesser hot, and then we'll put it with the peanut sauce and serve it. Any questions? Blend it. Like more this side. This side. Can you guys see? Of course, we'll send you proper pictures so you all know what we're doing. Okay, good challenge. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the high protein cottage cheese tartine. So for this, I'm going to blend paneer. This is one of my favorite recipes, using paneer as a base on any kind of a bread. But this one is more fun because it's just like just doesn't stop there. It goes into adding a lot more vegetables and giving it a lot more depth, which makes it more fun to eat. Any questions? ये पीस लो और एक बड़ा बोल दो इसमें डाल के। ये पहले मैं खोल दूँ। It's so hot in Bombay, like literally anything outside is getting spoiled. Where are crispy rice paper rolls with the spicy noodles? Dr. Pass. I'm just gonna whisk my yogurt and heat till my cottage cheese comes. Not the best whisker, which is why I need to like put in effort and do it little calmly. And right now, like I mentioned, I'm not feeling my 100%, so I'm just going to do it like a okay, इसमें डाल in this, I'm gonna add in my blended hunker too. She give me the peppers, olives, carrots. So the secret to this kind of seasoning it so well that everyone ends up thinking it is literally like a cheese spread. Yes, okay. Adding a little bit of garlic. You can skip the garlic if you like. I personally am not the biggest fan of garlic in this. I've added in olives. I'm gonna add spinach, a bit of carrots, and some. I've just added yellow peppers for now, but I'm also going to add in some. We don't have. Yeah, just like garlic.
Sorry, what did you add after garlic, please?
I added olives, green olives that were very finely chopped. Then I've added carrots, peppers, spinach. I'm gonna add in the rest of the ingredients now. This is like a nice thick spread that you can just put on the sadu. The sadu now. If you can tell her to use a scissor, open it, slice it, and take it. You can also add in a bit of mustard. You can add in a little bit of dill. So, मुझे mustard चाहिए. I'm just using plain American mustard today, but any whole grain mustard would obviously taste a bit better in this. But if you use anything else also like how I have, it doesn't matter. I'm adding in chili flakes. I'm gonna add in a bit of Italian seasoning and salt. And I'm gonna add in a little bit of dill. Okay, so I can't find my dill. So what I'm gonna do is शेपू काटा है. मैं ये बबल में डाल के फ्रिज में डाल पूरा दोनों नहीं added a bit of dill and I'm gonna just give it a good mix. Just like this. हाँ नहीं अच्छा खोल दिया बड़ा बड़ा ऐसे बहुत meanwhile I'm just gonna give this a mix too. In that. So you can either spread it or I personally don't like spreading it. I like putting it on a bread. Then you can garnish this with some olives and a bit of microgreens if you like. Any questions regarding this? Okay, any more questions, guys, on this? It's very simple, I know, but I'm just surprised that there are no questions. Okay, we're just gonna take 2 minutes and we'll start off with the chili lime skewers. Start off with the skewers that I'm making. So what you wanna do with the tofu is once you drain the excess water, you wanna wrap the tofu in a clean towel and just keep it to press all the moisture. Didi? Just give me a second. I'll just be back to start off with the chili line. I'll use this.
Karishma,
Yes.
which tofu, I mean, which brand of this tofu you are using? And is it the
Okay.
soft one or the hard one?
So we use this brand called Morino
Sorry?
and Morino tofu, and
Okay.
they have different types. So we are using silken tofu, but they're extra firm.
Okay.
So that doesn't tend to break. We will
Okay.
send it in the glossary also tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. And same in this rice which we make as a noodles.
Yeah,
That
we
is
use the same brand for all our tofu. Any tofu, we use Merino brand.
okay. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Today, I think is just not my day. There's so much happening. My mom-in-law just came over. She's a surgeon, and her entire phone and her WhatsApp has gotten hacked. And she's like, I have no idea what's happened, and it's just like chaos. Okay, so for the tofu skewers, once you drain it, like Harshita explained, to use extra firm silken tofu. It's my go-to tofu. I literally use it for everything. I like the brand Morino. It will be part of the glossary, so don't worry about that. And I will just quickly show you this. Show you how to make the chili lime tofu. Okay, so what we have done is we have just combined chili powder, garlic powder, salt, and mixed it well. And we'll marinate the vegetables in it, which is literally this. You don't want to do anything else, just chili, garlic, and salt, and marinate it for a bit. Now, once I'm ready with this, I've wet my skewers and I will I'll skew them on my skewers. Okay, after that, while it's just marinating, of course, you can marinate it for a while. I wanted to show it to you guys, which is why I couldn't marinate it for too long. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a small sauce. So how this works is we will put this in skewers, grill it. While this is getting grilled, we just keep, turning it, and then towards the end we add the sauce on the gas. So the flavors really get enhanced, and it really helps for, is it wet? It really helps for, like, the sauce doesn't get stuck, etc., etc. Any questions? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna take a tofu piece. I'm going to take zucchini. So that's my base. Then
Kanika, what's the alternate for tofu and paneer?
tofu and paneer you want an alternate
If
for.
if 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 needed, because we never have tried tofu and my husband doesn't eat paneer. Both
I
ways.
would say then use mushrooms.
Okay, yeah.
So this is how your skewer should be. Any other question while I am doing this? If anyone has any question, please feel free to answer. So यार मुझे एक पैन थोड़ा बड़ा वाला देना, ग्रिल वाला भी चलेगा. Okay, so you want to be careful with your tofu. You saw what I did. My tofu nicely has broken in the center because I pierced it a bit randomly. Any questions? Okay. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat my guys, please put yourselves on mute if you're not asking me a question. And I'm gonna let my tofu cook. While my tofu cooks, I'm gonna go on to the next recipe because otherwise we will be here till 6 o'clock, which I really don't think everybody wants to be. So let's move on to the next recipe. Ishita, you can manage the tofu. We'll move on to the quinoa crusted patties. So for this, I'm going to tell you how to treat your quinoa. You need to rinse your quinoa really well. Once that's done, put it in a pot of water. If pot with the water, I've mentioned the quantity also this time. Bring it to a boil, lower the heat, and then cook it for 15-20 minutes, covering the lid. Once that's done, we'll mix in. So I've taken a little bit more quinoa because I had it handy for the other recipe too. What we'll do is we'll mix in all our other vegetables with it and make it into patties. Now see, this is quinoa crusted patties. One main thing which I realized when I was doing it that I didn't want to add it in is two. One, you can put raw quinoa and let it pop, or you can just put more quinoa outside while cooking it so that it gets nicely coated in the quinoa and the outside quinoa gets cooked really well. A third option is you take your quinoa, just season it with olive oil and salt and bake it. It will get crunchy and then coat that with coat that on the patty. So all three options are possible. I personally just like putting a bit more quinoa, the drier part on top, so I can use that as a coating. Okay, in this bowl, I have added my onion, carrot, cabbage, sweet potato, and paneer. So added paneer. Crumble kar do. I'm not going to take this much of my quinoa. I'm just going to take a bit now, actually. And what I can do is I can show you how to pan cook this and make it dry and then coat it, so that will be easier for you all to understand. In this, I'm going to add in some sweet potato. I'm going to add in some garlic. I'm going to add in some tikka masala just to give it more flavor. I'm also going to add in a bit of chaat masala, cumin powder, red chili powder. And if you need, you can add in oats or breadcrumbs. I personally don't think you need too much in this because there's already the paneer, there's already the sweet potato. You can also skip the paneer if you feel that it's not needed. If you want to add in the protein, yes, 100% go in and add in the paneer for your protein. I need the masala. Just some tikka masala in me and fine. Okay, before we move on, we're going to quickly show you how my tofu is now. We're just going to quickly glaze it with the sauce. And the sizzle is absolutely beautiful. So I pretty much like this method of using the dry ingredients and marinating it and then switching to the wet towards the end because I feel like that gives it a lot more flavor. It's a good one. Any questions? So I'm just gonna add in some chaat masala to
अभी अपना चिपकू हो जाता है, वहाँ तू अपना लगा ले। अब मेरे फोन में ज्वाइन कर
guys, please put yourselves on mute. And I'm also gonna add in some tikka masala. Catchy to na bhanu. Catchy. And I'm gonna add some salt. I'm gonna give it a good mix and shape it into patties and then coat it in the quinoa. Any questions, guys? Okay, just give me 2 minutes. We'll quickly just start rolling this and giving it to you. भावना दीदी, इसको मिक्स करके टिक्की बना देना. हाँ. So once my patty is done, I'm just going to, this quinoa you can see is a bit dry. So this will nicely crisp up when we pan cook it. Did everyone follow what I just did?
The quinoa you quoted is a little boiled also?
Yeah, it's cooked. It's the same one which is cooked. You'll always notice towards the end, the bottom is always a little bit drier. So I saved that and I just did that here. Use that for this.
We are not able to see you.
Just
And
give
the
me a
video is
second. I'll come. I'll just come. Can you now see me and hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So did you understand about the quinoa? Get a pan out so you can see. Any, take the regular pan only. Guys, please put yourself on mute.
पाकिस्तान को पता है कि पाकिस्तान हिंदी से स्टॉप टू भारत की खोज पर है इसलिए इनके सामने वो 24 घंटे भी नहीं दिख पाएंगे आपको क्या लगता है कि
Okay, guys. While my it's regular. Oh my. While my patties are cooking, I'll quickly move on to the next recipe, which is the last one, which is the Mediterranean tostada. And I will just tell you guys what I am doing. There are three elements to this. One is the salad, one is the hummus, and one is assembling everything together. So this is again really easy. All you need to do is assemble all your salad ingredients together. Once that's done, we'll just like hummus, any kind of hummus. I like using the plain, simple hummus. I have given a recipe for the same. However, I will not be showing you how to make it because it's something that's very easy. In case you guys need any assistance for it, I'm happy to guide you. But it's just something that would take really long for me to include in this class. We start cooking our patties. I should get the other patties. Just let me put all my patties on the pan and then we'll move on to the last one.
आपका रूम में है स्टोर रूम में है ना
Guys, please put yourselves on mute. रोल कर लेना. This will take a little time to keep up. So this is the first one I've put. But let it slow cook.
Which tikka masala did you use?
I use Shan.
Okay, Shant. Okay.
I really like Shan. I feel like they have like the best um tikka masala. It is chicken tikka masala, but it's absolutely vegetarian with the yellow green dot. So it works. Okay. So while this is happening on this side, we'll quickly move on to making our salad. This is for the skewers, no? What is flip this and clean? What is flip this? Okay, so for the salad, we're taking cucumber, cherry tomatoes, black and green olives, a little bit of capers. Capers are my favorite ingredient. I absolutely love capers and I use it for literally every single thing. A bit of parsley. Have you added olive oil? I'm adding in some olive oil. I'm also gonna add in a little bit of lemon juices added. I'm gonna just add in a little bit of salt. And you can also add in a bit of feta cheese to give it a good. We'll add the feta right on the top. In this, you can also add in a few chickpeas if you like. I have a few handy. So I'm just going to add in a few chickpeas, just a handful to this as is. Okay, so our patties are nice and crisp, like you can see. I'm just gonna keep this. Okay, so I'm just gonna shut the heat and let them take this in. वरना दीदी के अंदर ले लेना और मुझे कैसा और एक पैकिंग दे. Actually, not. ये ले लो ना. ले लो. Okay, so now what we will do is we'll just add in a bit of olive oil. To our pan. To this, I'm going to take some tortillas, which I have just used a small cookie cutter and cut it into a smaller circle because it's just easier since you're eating it as a snack to have it as a tiny size than really big. You can bake this in a tray. You can bake a lot together and make them crisp. I, however, prefer the pan because it's just easier for me to control it. So the oven will make it definitely faster, and you can do a lot more. So it's completely up to you. Any questions? मुझे एक प्लेट दो ना, प्लेट. This is now crisping up. I'm gonna let this drain out a little bit. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Give me one onion. Give me the salad and one apple. दे दो मुझे, मैं करती हूँ. So I'm gonna take this off. And first, till my tostada thickens up. So what? Crisps up. Once it leaves the heat, it will start crisping a lot more. So once that happens, we'll quickly add in the hummus and finish it off. And then I'll finish the avocado for you. Avocado. Different platter. पूर्ण प्लेट मुझे एक चाकू दो ना. So this is a whole avocado. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open it up to see how it is in the inside. It seems good to me. So this is how it will, it is when it opens up. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a spoon. Harshita, give me a spoon now. And lemon juice. I'm just gonna scoop a bit of my avocado out, not too much, just a little bit, and I'm actually gonna just add it to the salad.
Thanks, Sid.
So this is how much I'm just scooping it, and I'm just adding it to the salad so the salad can have a little bit more avo flavor. You don't want to scoop up too much. This is how much I have done. Okay. And now I'm gonna take my salad. No, first, sorry, I'm gonna put some lemon juice. Can you give me lemon juice? Just a little squeeze of lemon juice to give it that good flavor.
The avocado.
No, that's the beauty of this dish. It is like an avocado boat. So this is when you will put it in. Did you get what I'm doing? Beautiful. And now avocado. Sure. Okay. Did you get it? In the meanwhile, for our hummus, this is a toaster. I'm just going to spread the hummus and grain. And our Mediterranean tostada is also ready. Any questions, guys?
Karishma, sorry if I'm repeating the question. I just want to know, these tostadas are ready-made or you made them?
So I've taken tortilla and
Okay.
I have used a cutter and cut them into tiny tostadas.
Can we make them at home?
Yeah, like normal tortilla. You can make normal rotis.
Okay.
Okay, any more questions? We are done with the class. I will send all the details
Krishna,
ASAP.
for making the tortillas, means with the wheat flour you can make.
Yeah, you can.
So, what are the ingredients? Wheat flour plus.
So honestly, I don't make usually these tortillas. I make the Mexican one. So I use a bit of wheat flour and a bit of maize flour, and I
Okay.
do it. The makai ka atta and this. That's how I make my tortillas. The
and
regular ones, I just use any multigrain one works.
So wheat flour, maize flour, and put little oil in that while kneading.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and then you have to roast it on the tawa, right?
Yeah, you make it like rotis, and then you do what I showed you. Okay, guys, any questions? Say bye to everyone.
Krishna, just share the pictures of all the ready things.
Yes, everything will be shared together
Yeah.
on Sunday morning, or I'm gonna actually try for tomorrow. Then I say bye.
And these tortillas we should serve just before eating, now.
Yeah, yeah. Assemble before eating. You can keep everything ready. Just
Yeah.
assemble it before eating. Okay. Yeah, it is Mama Mama. Okay, thank you guys for attending today's class.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.